Hi there, my name is Amanda Atkinson. I am the Bariatric Exercise Physiologist, and I will be leading today's Sit and Be Fit class. Sit and Be Fit is a 20-minute seated workout intended to work on aerobics, strength, posture, and range of motion needed for daily living. And although we don't want you to sit more during the day, we may want to use how you sit in a better way, through fitness. So, let's go ahead and get class started. All that you will need is a sturdy chair, preferably one that does not move. And throughout this class, I will ask you to manage your energy at a 5 to 7 if 10 is the hardest that you work, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started with a warm-up. We're going to start with seated cat and cow. We're going to start by rounding the back in your chair, tucking your chin to your chest. And then you're going to arch your back nice and tall, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chin nice and tall. And you're going to roll back and forth between cat and cow. And at the same time, you're kind of shifting that pelvic floor forward and backwards. Now, this exercise is what you're going to return to if you are struggling with any of the exercises that I give you today, or if you just need a breather. This is a nice exercise to return to. So go ahead and keep moving with that, and then we're going to go ahead and move into neutral spine. So what neutral spine means is that your pelvic floor is nice and flat, your vertebrae is stacked one on top of another, eyes are forward, shoulders are relaxed, okay? From here, we're going to do nice big shoulder rolls backward, and we're just warming up our body before we get into our movement. So we're going backwards with those shoulders, and then go ahead and bring it forward. Keeping that neutral spine, core is engaged. And then we're going to do some toe raises. So we're going to heel raises. So we're going to lift the heels up and then lift those toes up as well with the floor. And then at the same time, we're going to do some arm circles. So getting our arms involved, nice big circles forward. So throughout the class, we'll do both upper and lower body. So if you ever need to take away one movement, for example, if you had to take away the lower body and just do arms like so, you could. Or vice versa. Maybe it's taking away the shoulders and just doing the legs like so. Do what your body allows. Everyone's very different. Next, we're going to put our hands on our hips. We're going to shift that weight forward, doing hip circles. Again, waking up that lower back. One more in this direction. And switch. And then we're going to go ahead and get straight into our workout. We're going to start with marches. So sitting towards the edge of the chair, lifting the knees up off of the ground, getting your arms involved if you can. Try to do opposite arm, opposite leg as if you're walking in place right here, marching. Next, we're going to add in shoulder rolls. So keep marching, but we're going to raise those shoulders and then relax up and then down. Up, down. Good, keep going. We're going to keep going with those marches. If you need to slow it down or pick that pace up, you can. But we're going to extend our arms out, pull, squeezing those shoulder blades. At your own pace, maybe it's slower, maybe it's faster than me. We're going to go stop in 3, 2, 1. Right here, we're going to step off to the side with our right leg, in and out, tapping that toe. Your own range of motion. So maybe it's right here. Maybe it's that full range of motion. Let's get that arm involved by tucking our elbow in and opening up the palm. We're going to switch off to that left side in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch. Good job. If you ever need to grab some water, you can pause this video and grab some water. And we're going to begin to alternate in 3, 2, 1. So go ahead and switch from right to left. Perfect. Nice job. Keep it out. Take that pace up if you can. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go ahead and tap that heel out in front of us. So heel is meeting the ground. But to advance this movement, you could kick out rather than tapping that heel. Up to you, whatever you're feeling. But of course, those arms have to get involved. So we're going to go ahead and add in a punch with our opposite arm. Don't overthink it though. So again, maybe you're kicking out. Maybe you're tapping that heel. Pick that pace up if you can. Core is strong and steady. Deep breaths right here. Keep moving, that's all I ask. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and return to that march. Good, right here. I'm going to add in that shoulder shrug, so we're going to let that come down. Starting with cardio today, and then we'll get moving into strength in a bit here. We're going to do those arm pulls. 3, 2, 1, we're tapping out and in. And starting over, repeating each of these one more time. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch. And then we're going to move into that heel tap or kick with the punch in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and tap out. Kick if you like. Chest is tall. Almost there. About 10 more seconds, and we're going to move into our strength portion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, strength portion. We're going to start with a sit to stand. So actually, you're going to come up and out of your chair. You can use the support if you would need, but you're going to shift your weight forward into your heels. So chest come towards me, and then you're going to come up to standing or as far as comfortable. And then again, you're going to go at your own pace. So maybe it takes you a little bit longer. Maybe you'd like to speed that pace up. Okay. And again, you can use those handles if you would like. Maybe you're only comfortable coming up halfway and then sitting back down. Do what you can here. But we're just going to keep going for a few more. All right, I want you to get in one more sit to stand here, and then you're going to meet me in your chair, sitting towards the edge of your chair. Chest is tall, core is strong. We're going to extend that right leg out and back down. Squeezing that thigh muscle, trying to keep it level with your other thigh. And you can either hover that foot over the floor, or you can set it down every time. It would be more challenging to hover that leg over. One more on this leg, and then we're going to switch to the left, or whichever leg you have left. Deep breaths. Good job. Good. Do 3 more on that leg. Squeeze that thigh nice and strong. Good. All right. And then you're going to extend that right leg out again. We're going to put our heel onto the floor, and then we're going to do a leg lift. So you can support yourself here if you would like. You're going to lift that leg, again, parallel to the other, and then tap that heel back down. Okay, so we're using our hip flexors, this hip muscle right here. Keeping that core strong, trying not to move the upper body, just the leg is moving. Trying to get it parallel. It's okay if it's a small range of motion at this time. But let's go ahead and set that foot flat, switch to the other. Lift up and down. Try not to collapse the spine, keep that body tall. All already 10 minutes into the workout, so we're halfway through. Breathing rate should be up a little bit. And set that foot flat. We're going to move on to some calf raises. So place the hands on the thighs. We're going to come up onto our toes using that lower foot, lower leg. And then we're going to bring our toes out and do that same thing. Lift up, lifting that heel up as far as your range of motion lets you for each leg. Each leg may be different. Two more. Then you're going to heel toe those feet back normal. Good. We're going to hinge forward at the hip, okay, bringing your chest towards me. With our arms, we're going to pretend like we're hanging onto weights. We're going to pull our shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades in the back, making sure that you're not collapsing the spine. You want that back to be nice and straight. Squeeze the shoulder blades. All right, I want you to sit nice and tall. Let's relax that for a second, but then we're going to come back forward again, hinging at the hip, keeping the arms straight. Now we're going to lift out to the side, squeezing the shoulder blades in the back. So this is really great for they're called rear delts, which is right behind your shoulders. Really great for posture. It's a muscle that tends to get weak, especially if we're doing this all day, typing at a computer. We're going to do one more and then meet me up nice and tall. One more time, we're going to hinge forward, moving back into that row where we're pulling up and down with control. And a smile. And then back into that reverse fly right here, squeezing the shoulder blades. Try to look in between your hands. I know it's nice to look up at me, but try to keep your chin down to keep your neck in line with that spine. Almost there. Let's do one more and then meet me up nice and tall right here. We're going to go ahead and start to cool down. So we're going to inhale our arms up and overhead and then exhale down. So you're going to inhale up, exhale down. Good, inhale up, exhale down. One more time, you're going to come tall, but this time on the way down, you're going to rotate to the right. Arms are parallel to the floor, up, rotate to the left. Back and forth. One more. Let's come all the way down. Try to reach to the floor. Tuck the chin. And then come all the way up one more time. Big exhale down the shoulder, roll out backwards. Just cooling that body back down again before we start to do some stretches. So let's bring our shoulder rolls forward. And then we're going to cool down our legs. We're going to lift that leg up. You can support it with your arms if you would like. So kind of hanging onto your thigh. And then we're going to do some nice ankle rolls in one direction right here. Nice and slow. Switch directions, other side. Yep, good. And let's go ahead and point and flex that foot. And switch to the other side. Lift up. Big ankle circles. And switch. The nice thing about this video is that if you want more, you could always go back and repeat the video. Now would be a good time to do that before we stretch. And then if you watched it again, you could finish with the stretching. Set that leg down. We're going to go ahead and switch again. You're going to dig the heel into the floor, flexing your foot in towards your body. Our arms are going to reach straight out. So we're hinging forward at the hip, and you should feel a stretch down the back of your leg. Your hamstring and your calf should be stretching. Deep breaths right here. Inhale and exhale. And then switch to the other side. Dig that heel, hinge forward. Big stretch. Good. We're going to go ahead and switch here and extend that leg out again. We're going to cross at the ankle. Maybe you can bring that leg up a little bit higher here. Whatever range of motion works for you, but you're going to slightly press down on the knee and then hinge forward at the hip. Again, maybe you're coming up here. Whatever range of motion works for you, each leg might be a little bit different as well. Each day might be a little different. Slightly press down, press the heart forward. And let's go ahead and switch, okay? Again, here. Don't rest it on the knee, okay? It should be above the knee or below. Okay, deep breaths, really opening up the hip. We're stretching out that lower leg right now. This stretch can help if it's harder for you to put your shoes or your socks on. And bring it down nice and slowly, okay? You gotta stretch out the upper body. So you're gonna tap your back right here. And then you're gonna give that elbow a little push. Okay, trying to reach for the middle of your back. Good, reach up, switch. Good. And then lastly, we're gonna finish with a neck stretch. So you can bring that right ear towards your right shoulder. Feeling a stretch down the left side. You can place that hand on top for a little added stretch right here. Let's take some deep breaths. You can close your eyes if you'd like. All right, other side. Try to relax that shoulder. All right, last stretch. You're going to tuck your chin to your chest. Go ahead and look down. If you'd like, you could roll it from side to side. All right, I hope you enjoyed that 20-minute workout. Thank you so much for joining Sit and Be Fit. See you next time.